Please be seated. Good evening and a very warm welcome to this great occasion. It's great to see our colleagues, future members, families and friends here. I'm Anthony O'Regan, I'm the Dean of the Institute of Medicine, and I'm going to introduce the platform party before we say a few words about the ceremony. On the far side is Dr. Fergal Howley, who is on the training committee. He's on the library committee and awards representative. Beside him is Professor Mary Higgins. She's chair of exams committee for the Institute of Obstetrics and Gynaecology. Then Dr. Judith Meehan, the Dean of the Faculty of Paediatrics. Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, the President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. And beside him is Professor Trevor Duffy, the Director of Healthcare Leadership. So it's really great to be together here in number 6 Kildare Street, which is the home of the Royal College of Physicians. And it's something that we appreciate more really after COVID, because we couldn't assemble here for many years. So it's really nice to be able to get together. And this building is part of our history, and the history of medicine, not only in Ireland, but around the world. And I suppose when I think about coming into this college, I think a little bit about who's been here before. And if we just think back over the history, the names of people and physicians who've sat in these chairs in the past, the Dominic Corrigans, the Robert Graves, who may be a little bit before this building, the William Stokes, and we're all familiar with that. Those names are known all over the world. And they signed the same role that you signed today. They will declare the same declaration that you will recite shortly with me. And when you read that declaration, you'll realize that's very old. And that's the history we're coming from. So you're joining today, I think, a family of physicians of extraordinary historical note. And that's something to be really proud of. We do value our history. This building has enormous archives, and Dr. Harriet Wheelock here beside us, who carried in the mace, has worked tirelessly, and now this is a museum. We've reached museum status, which is remarkable, and we have very ambitious plans to expand that museum so that it's not just for physicians but for the public in the history of medicine. But we also really value our present, and you are our present and our future, and you will be as we look into the future, you will be the key people working with us into the future. So that's why we're here tonight, to recognise that. You are one of 173 members who have joined us this week from 22 countries, which is quite remarkable. And following those exams, believe me, I remember the trials and tribulations of those exams. So it's a great thing to have achieved. So we're going to move now into the ceremony, and this is a meeting of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland for the purpose of conferring membership, which I now declare open. And with your permission, President, I will now proceed with the conferring ceremony.
Please proceed, Anton.
Before we formally admit you all as members, you will hear first from Professor Duffy, our Director of Healthcare Leadership, and I'll ask Trevor to come up and speak. Thanks.
Thanks, Anto. I won't keep you for long. I suppose I'm here as Director of the new Division of Healthcare Leadership, which really looks after the professional affairs side of the college. You all know only too well the training and exam side at this stage. I think it gives you sleepless nights. The professional affairs side of the college, in a sense, is to make up for all of that for you. This is where you come and you join your professional family. And you can see that this august building here, look around the portraits on the wall. This is your professional family tree, and we're here to support you. As Professor O'Regan had said, you're the future of the college, and we want you involved with the college. And while today is a day of celebration, it's also a day to reflect, because this really is only the beginning of your careers. The exams have given you the keys to enter this building and this college. And as you reflect, I just want to read a couple of short passages that, again, I hope will resonate with you. If we go back to Hippocrates, he stated, "It is more important to know what..." Sorry, I have the physician's handwriting. "It's more important to note what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has." And another quote from a book called Intoxicated by My Illness, where the author wishes a physician would brood on my situation for perhaps 5 minutes, that he would give me his whole mind just once, be bonded with me for a brief space, survey my soul as well as my flesh, to get at my illness, for each man is ill in his own way. And the last quote I give you is from a very modern physician, Abram Verghese from Stanford, who talks about patients' need for the physician to validate our personhood and our complaint by touching where it hurts. And I think those statements all reflect the humanity of what we do. So you've come through a very difficult, tough academic exam, but it has a purpose, really, and it leads you out to be doctors. And there's a humanity to that. And joining this college is really a statement that you share a sense of values and purpose with the rest of your professional colleagues. And we're here to support you in that into the future. So congratulations, enjoy the day, but do take a brief moment to reflect on the significance of it all.
So thanks, Trevor. I'm going to invite now Dr. Fergal Howley, who is the RCP Trainees Committee representative, and he's going to say a few words also. So thanks, Fergal.
Thank you. Thank you, President, Fellows and members, for inviting me to speak today. My name is Fergal Howley, and I'm a member of the Trainees Committee of the RCPI, whose role is to represent trainees and work with the college to try to improve the quality of medical education and training that we all receive. I'd like to start by congratulating each and every one of you on this very significant achievement. In completing these exams and becoming members of this college, you've all shown a huge commitment to your profession and to your chosen specialty. These exams require enormous determination, resilience and sacrifice, and be it missing out on important social and life events, committing to the financial cost of the exams, or overcoming the disappointment of failure in one of the exams and having to go again. You have all made significant personal sacrifices to reach this milestone. Furthermore, you'll all have benefited from the unconditional support and encouragement of the friends and family here today in order to reach this moment. So I'd like to acknowledge them and thank them for their support, and it's fantastic to see so many people here today to share in your achievement. Your graduation today brings you one step closer to specialisation in your chosen area. It also signifies a shift in your role and in your responsibilities as a clinician. As you reach the next stage of training, you'll find more people, both colleagues and patients, will depend on you, on your knowledge, on your decision-making, and on your leadership skills. And this presents an important opportunity to teach and to guide your junior colleagues in order to help them to achieve and maintain the high professional standards that you yourselves have demonstrated. Your experience with the RCPI to date may have been limited to study days, interviews, exams, and particularly during the COVID pandemic. And certainly during my BST, it sometimes felt with the portraits and grandeur of the building itself, it seemed an intense and a stressful place to be. But in the following years, and through my involvement with the committee, I've found it to be a welcoming place to meet new and interesting people and as a space for learning and professional development. The college provides an important voice in helping to guide the direction of healthcare both in Ireland and internationally, be it through educational courses, through advocacy work, or through forums such as the recent St. Luke's Symposium. It gives us as trainees an opportunity to get involved in initiatives and groups focused on a wide range of issues, from climate change to public health, and from healthcare inequality to the history of medicine, with many more besides. And I would encourage you to be active members of the college. I would invite you to join us on the Trainees Committee in working with the college to bring about positive changes that will benefit our profession and also the population of Ireland. We need a diverse range of people and voices as part of the RCPI and as a part of our committees to ensure that we, as a college and as a profession, continue to strive for the highest standards in teaching, training and healthcare provision. The next step can be daunting, and no amount of study can prepare you for your first weekend as MedReg on call, or your first shift in a labour ward, or your first night as the specialist registrar in the NICU. Some of you will be starting careers in general practice, public health and other disciplines with their own set of exciting and unique challenges. But trust in your ability, trust in your training, and remember that there's always someone there to ask for help. A career in medicine is a great privilege and can also be intimidating. You find yourself surrounded by compassionate, high-achieving, talented people and many brilliant minds. and you may at times feel a sense of imposter syndrome. So remember that you have worked hard for this, you're here on merit, and today proves that. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
That's great. Thanks very much, Fergal. So we'll now move to the declaration of membership. So I was going to ask everybody, all the licentiates and members, to stand. And what we're going to do is we're going to read the declaration together. So everyone stand and then insert your name where it says insert name. So once you're ready to go, we'll get started. So we'll read it together. So I do, and say your name, do hereby solemnly and sincerely promise that I will observe and obey the statutes, bylaws and regulations of this college relating to members, and will submit to such penalties as may be lawfully imposed for any neglect or infringement of them, including the erasure of my name from the list of members and the surrender of my diploma of membership received from the college. I further promise and declare that I will, to the best of my ability, do all things in the practice of my profession for the honour of the college and the good of the public. I further promise and declare that I will not keep open shop for the sale of medicines or endeavour to obtain practice or to attract public notice by any unworthy means, nor will I either permit or sanction the use of my name or any other person for such purpose, or in connection with any secret remedy, or in the case of any doubt relative to the true meaning of this engagement. I promise to submit to the judgment of the college. I will now call on the President, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to formally admit the new licentiates and members elect collectively to the membership of the college.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as President, I hereby admit you collectively as licentiates and members of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Congratulations to you all.
Okay, congratulations. So everyone can sit now, and I will now ask each member to come forward and receive your parchment as your name is called from the President. Okay, so Mohammed Abdelmounen Abdelrahman. Dalal Al-Hassan, Paediatrics. Siti Al-Manina Binti Azman. Hannah Casey, General Medicine. Tara Bernadette Green, Paediatrics. William Griffin, General Medicine. Ellen Horgan, General Medicine. Orla Keenan, Obstetrics and Gynaecology. James Kelly, General Medicine. Bhavesh Lakwani, General Medicine. Kenneth McSherry, General Medicine. Elizabeth Ann McGee, General Medicine. Lancelot Peter McGrath, General Medicine. Khartoum Farouk El Hilo Musa, General Medicine. Brian Malloy, General Medicine. Shri Ramchowdhury Nalamuta, General Medicine. Aoife O'Leary, General Medicine. Anna Redden, General Medicine. Junaid Zafar Sheikh, General Medicine. Alice Talbert, General Medicine. Johnny Thornton, General Medicine. And Sarah Walsh, General Medicine. Great, so we might just do one round of applause for everybody. I'm delighted to invite one of our trainees and new members, Shri Nalamuti, to address you on behalf of the college. Shri.
Thank you, President, fellows and members. I am thrilled to be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion and significant milestone with all of you. Occasions such as this often turn into a long list of thank yous, but it is important to remember those who have supported to us this point and acknowledge them. First and foremost, I would like to express gratitude to the college and the fellows and members with whom we had privilege of working. They are our registrars, specialist registrars, and consultants. They taught us straight from the moment we arrived in the hospital as students to prepare us for the exams and, of course, into the future. I would like to extend my appreciation to our patients. If you have been ever admitted to the hospital, you may be familiar with the group of trainees going bed to bed, seeking patients to help you practice for the clinical examinations. These patients have graciously allowed us to learn from their sharing their stories and enduring our examinations. To our supporters, especially, first I would like to thank my mom and son and wife who had to sacrifice many field trips and vacations, still many more exams, and thinking that how many more exams could be left. The life of a medical profession is a hectic one. To our supporters, provide unwavering support as we navigate through different jobs and hospitals. Finally, but certainly not least, I would like to extend my heartfelt thank you to each other, our colleagues and new esteemed fellow members. Achieving today's milestone was a true team effort. It involved countless hours immersed in question banks, diligently pursuing guidelines, and nominating someone to seek clarification from a consultant on a tricky point. Additionally, when tackling the clinical exam, we ventured into online realm, following groups and meeting individuals from various parts of the world on different platforms like Zoom. It was an exhilarating journey, and I'm grateful for the collective spirit that propelled us forward. Today prompts our reflections on our careers, the challenges we have overcome, and the opportunities that await us. These reflections should serve as a beacons of optimism during the tougher days ahead. These privileges encompass caring for patients and earning their trust, as well as shaping the landscape of our respective specialties. As a new members of the college, we are poised to become senior members of our teams, and the privilege of teaching, training, and supporting the next generation, upholding the standards of excellence that has defined the college for over 360 years. The college is a collective of its members. This is our college, and I am thrilled to be a part of it with all of you today. I eagerly anticipate collaborating with you in the future as we collectively strive to safeguard the health care of the people all over the world. Congratulations to each and every one of us. Thank you.
So thank you, Shri, and congratulations. I now call on the President, Dr. Dermot O'Shea, to address you.
Guests, members and fellows at Tafalchi, Caligrove, it is my pleasure to welcome you to 6 Kildare Street, our home here of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. And today is a really proud day for each and every one of you, as Anto has said. for your families and for your friends who've supported you over the years. It is a real milestone in your careers. I and everybody on the platform that was introduced to you were in the same position you were at a variety of different years ago. I graduated with my membership here just over 35 years ago, and it's an event I really remember. And I won't go through each of the platform party and point out when they graduated, but it's a really big day in your careers. And I guess when you listen to how Fergal spoke from the Trainees Committee about how your relationship changes with the college over the years, it really does. It is a complex relationship, but getting your membership is a real milestone, and it does change. Each of you has your own reason for choosing a career in medicine, and each of you are now weaving yourself further into the fabric of your college. And Anto said this, you're becoming an integral part of the history of the college. You're now an ambassador and a custodian of what the college was, what the college is, and what the college will do. And the contribution and input that you make will be vital in the years ahead. Now, this college was founded by John Stern, and he was born nearly 400 years ago. And he's the man in the picture in the middle on the wall there. And he founded the college in 1654 at the age of 30. So for those of you who are good at sums, next year he'll have been born 400 years. So we're going to celebrate and honour the contribution he has made to medicine and Ireland around the world with the Stern 400 series to mark and celebrate that milestone. But he founded the college for 3 reasons. 1 was to improve the training and practice in medicine. 2 was to improve patient care. And 3 was as a place for physicians and people to meet. So they're still all very relevant in the world, in the changed world we live in today. The Royal College of Physicians is the largest and oldest medical training body in Ireland. There are 6 postgraduate training bodies under one roof, and you've representatives from them here. The Dean of Paediatrics, Judith Meehan, from Obstetrics and Gynaecology. You've the Chair of the Exams Committee, Mary Higgins. You've also got Trevor Duffy, as he said, as our Director of Healthcare Professional Leadership, and Professor Anthony O'Regan from the Institute of Medicine. We also got Public Health and Occupational Medicine. We moved into the building in 1864, and it was purchased by the gentleman directly behind me, Sir Dominic Corrigan. Now, you might know him as of Corrigan's sign and Corrigan's pulse, and you can explain that to the people that have arrived with you today if they don't know what that is. But as Anto said, the building really is in effect our heritage and houses statues, portraits, sculptures and medical memorabilia that reflect our central role and contribution in medicine and around the world. But we're clearly much more than bricks and mortar and memorabilia and statues. The international reach of the college is far more extensive than many of us appreciated, highlighted by 173 of you from 22 countries graduating this week. And I know some of you have travelled huge distances. So Shri, who gave that lovely speech here, came from Trinidad and Tobago yesterday and will go back tomorrow. So you've all made huge efforts to get here. And this international connection is something we must nurture and harness. It's very important to the college. The vision of the college is of a globally connected community of doctors improving people's health. And today you join that community of close to 13,000 alumni around the world. And the skills and knowledge and networks that you develop during your training here will be foundation and launchpad for your future working lives. With your membership, you'll join a community of doctors in advocating for best patient care and outcomes, participating in innovation and research, and supporting each other in what can at times be challenging but still really rewarding careers. Passing your membership is a very significant achievement. Anto has said it, Fergal has said it, Trevor has said it. We all know the significance of it. And you did it while in a busy clinical job. So there was hard work, there was hours of study, there was deferral of social life, and all that has been involved in getting you to where you are today. And having the letters MRCPI after your name demonstrates you've reached a standard of excellence that is trusted and recognised by employers around the world, and it should add to your self-confidence. because what you do makes a very real difference in people's lives every day. I'm a geriatrician, and I've had the pleasure of knowing some of you, and indeed work with some of you that are here today. So bear with me if you've heard me tell this story before. One of the questions I occasionally ask people is, have they any advice they would offer a younger man? Now, I'm in a position where I'm still younger than the majority of the patients I'm looking after, so I get away with that. And one lady wrote back to me a few weeks after she'd been in the day hospital. And among the other things she had said in the letter was, look after your own career. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. And I've often wondered what that meant about looking after your own career, because at times I felt I haven't been in control of it, and other times I feel I have. But I think part of the answer is tied up in how you practice medicine and becoming involved in your workplace and in your college. And I guess picking up on a line that Trevor said in his talk, if you weave into your practice the core values of compassion, kindness, empathy, and understanding for your patient and each other, that will enable you to make an important difference to the health and well-being of your patients, the health and well-being of the healthcare system you work in, and as importantly, yourselves. In effect, you can lead and become part of the culture change you would like to see in your workplace. You are the future clinicians and leaders who will shape our healthcare service delivery over the next few decades. So be an active contributor to the solution. Become involved in the college. Fergal told you about being on the trainees committee, and I know he's running out of here to a current trainees committee that's going on, meeting that's going on between 6 and half 7. So thank you, Fergal, for giving up your time from that. But figure out how you can contribute. Look at becoming involved in the trainees committee. Contribute to the improvements and changes that you want to see in education across all of our career trajectories and in the healthcare system we work in. Make the improvements for the next generation of doctors. Through the college, you can and do make a difference, but to do that, you must be involved. Now, getting the balance right of how you do that is actually very important, and at times the responsibilities can seem overwhelming. So you do need to prioritise self-care. Making time for yourself, for your friends, and for your family is obviously essential. So after that little meander through history and reflection, I've got a few thank yous that I have to do. Trevor and Anto have already done some of them. A huge thank you. I mean, obviously, when you start naming names, you leave people out. So the biggest thank you is to the people I've left out, but I'm now going to name names as well. So I'd like to thank everybody on the platform who've given up time from their busy clinical days as well to be here and represent the college, represent what the college stands for, and represent the career trajectories we're all on. We'll all be around in the hall at the reception afterwards, so have a chat with us about things, because it's an opportunity just to discuss if you have some little quick bit of career advice you want. Mary Higgins and Judith will be delighted, along with Anto and Trevor, to give you their time as Fergal sprints off to the trainee committee meeting. I think I also need to thank the examiners and the boards, because none of this would happen without the examiners and the board of examiners. So specifically, and I know they lead these teams, Ona Coron from Paediatrics, Mary Higgins from Obstetrics and Gynaecology, and Lucy and Bean from the Institute of Medicine, along with the staff from the college, Dara Whelan and Luz Goyette, play really important parts in that. I mean, the college staff who work here to support us throughout our career and training and lifelong learning, we're really fortunate to have people who are so dedicated, professional, and always committed to the college aims. Now, you'll have met a number of them when you were coming here today, and I'm sure you'll have been struck by both their friendliness but also their quiet efficiency. So to Gemma, Roisin, Emma, James, and others involved, a big thank you. And to the CEO, Audrey Houlihan, a thank you for your much appreciated work and continued support. Clearly, it's also a pleasure to extend a warm Céad Míle Fáilte to your guests. They've come here with you today to celebrate this important day in your career. So from the new members here, for your support, for your acceptance and tolerance when people weren't around, for your understanding when they missed yet another family occasion, from the group at the front of the room to the group at the back of the room, a sincere thank you very much. I think they deserve a round of applause. So in essence, we are all custodians of the College of Physicians, and today you become an integral part of that team carrying the torch. You'll have heard from Trevor about the Healthcare Leadership Department. We've a Dean of Education, Maeve Doyle, and they're all continuing to develop opportunities for you to become involved. So this is our Be Part of the Solution drive. The trainee voice through your trainee committee and you is an essential part of our drive for progress and improvement. The future of the college begins with you, our new generations of members. You're needed for the fulfilment of what the college does, which is providing the highest standard of quality of care to patients. I hope you'll be able to fulfill your own dreams and ambitions and realise that your potential is unlimited and the opportunities open to you because of the career you've chosen is truly extraordinary. Sincere congratulations to each of you. I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. I'll hand you back to Anto.
Great, thank you, President. So that completes the conferring ceremony for membership. We'd ask the guests to remain here in the Corrigan Hall while the group photograph for new members takes place out in the entrance hall, and there will be a reception after the group photograph in the Graves Hall, so we'll see you then. So thanks very much and congratulations again.